You there, girl. Do you know anything about the rich?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with choppy red cheeks waves at you smiling. Her nose is also red from gold. I am the law. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's
She,
called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
she points at the window. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. But this is challenging failure. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
She pauses to ponder. Why cards? What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She observes you for a moment. She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness. Yeah, we are kind of weird though with these questions. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
She points at the stand. Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
More experience by asking those questions. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name? My name is Annette, sir. My mom and her name is Pleasance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register or organizing the stock. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because... I'm signaling that the store is open, she notes eagerly. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people. A sudden gust of wind turns the pages of the book on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. You're cold. Can I help in some way? Kind of you to offer, sir. She doesn't know what else to say. What could you do to help her anyway? I should have a word with the store owner, maybe. Oh, no, no, sir. I am happy to help Mom by luring in customers. She stands upright and smiles like a little soldier. Besides, I have some hot chews in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. Shouldn't you be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mom keep this place running. What is school anyway? School? She rubs her red shield nose. Well, mine is a big yellow building off Bookie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity. The gale wind blows in from the coast. A wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of bricks and mortar. Somewhere a clamor rings through the honeycomb of classrooms. What is this feeling? Remorse. The parquet of assembly halls, the rows of stall bars are growing gold. The corridors stand empty. A girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear ... Mom says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. Shake off the gold. And how's this business doing? Mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being... She looks over her shoulder. Cursed. Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards cracking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed in what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... She's looking for the right word. Bankrupt. Exactly. But we have been doing fine so far. sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards on the window. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much to look into here. The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Yes, she chirps. Please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir. What do you know about the other failed businesses? Nothing, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a little bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. How does this curse manifest itself? It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations... No such thing. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious. The girl looks back and forth between you two. Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Stroke your chin. Enough about the curse for now. Annette looks at you, shaved, prickly chin. It distinctly contrasts with the oily mutton shops that surround it. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead? What is the crime business then? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch criminals. Crime is... Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know about what crime is. She doesn't know what to say. It's that bad. Point to your head. Crime is what we were saying before this conversation began. Why would anyone want to read about crime? It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. I'm a policeman myself, by the way. You don't look much like a policeman. She examines you as if to find something policemen like. Well, what does a cop look like then? Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Decided to live a little. He points to your head. Yeah, I pointed before that I had any idea what the freaking crime is. That that means just that I'm worst cop ever. You know, nobody actually looks like that. That's not true. Some can look so. I guess I used to be exactly like the Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. What's that mean? You know, got loose, raise hell, blow off steam. And everything's better now, sir? No. Why is that? A man can never be truly happy with who he is. Oh, okay. She blinks at you, not knowing how to reply. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning. Empathy. Dark, arrogant, violent, likely overcompensating for something. That guy is a... He isn't even drawn right. I know enough of conceptualization, even though my conceptualization does suck. He isn't even drawn right. This is not how human shoulders work. The perspective is all wrong. She examines the picture, trying to find whatever is wrong with it. She then shrugs and puts the book aside, unconvinced. That's just not the way to cop. No, that's me. That's just not the way to cop. I can do it way better than Dick Mullen. Sure you can, sir, she smiles mischievously. She's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you. Experience from that, though. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval, like in the books. Oh my god. +1, so she's cold. +1, afraid of the curse. At least a little bit better chance, but my composure sucks. What is romance? It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about a man and a lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Those are unhappy books. For most of the pages, people sad about what they have lost, but when it all turns out just fine in the end? What about when both of the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. What about when everyone is poor? That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Sometimes you have to write about real life things, and to be honest, isn't it kind of then a really good writer if you can make boring or normal life interesting some way, and not just, oh, this person is have those sort of contradictions or something that doesn't seem like real life at all. But yeah, real life things. Not in the romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. What about book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom? Yeah, you think she has one about the... Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses trying to figure out the appropriate answer. My god, okay, fine. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life, phantom limb. It's not really romance. No. I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, I'll ask your mom. Yes, she nods relief. She knows books. Definitely. Or doesn't. What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain? Probably. You clearly have issues you need to address. Yes, obviously. Later, when you get the chance, you should address these issues by getting drunk. That'll show them. No, that's enough romance for me. I had another question. Maybe some about other books. She rubs her shield nose with her fist. Who are these famous people? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. She scratches her gold-reded cheek, then continues, I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame. Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them, yeah. Surprise. Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it? But it does make the famous people more famous, she smiles gleefully. Yay! Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. Okay, sir. She stamps her feet, waiting for what comes next. Okay, let's try our luck, but this is so unlikely to work out. Okay, I'm going to deduce something now. Yeah, what a surprise. You failed to deduce anything substantial. She waits intently. I'm a detective. I deduce that you are a girl. Wow. Come on, anyone would notice that. She rolls her eyes. I know. Put skill points into composure to open this white check. Okay, so I have to put a point into a composure to open this one. So there is a specific thing that I need to do to be able to open at least this specific check. Okay, I'll consider that. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. It just... I guess I will try to go and just get inside that goddamn behind the curtains. Because I really just... I would want to be able to get this goddamn corpse stored somewhere. God damn it.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Cursed? Who said that, Annette? Annette? She blinks. I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy, good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly. Alrighty. Don't know if I can ask you about the romance novels. Sorry, lady, but I gotta open this curtain. Pull open the damn curtains. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits for customers! Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with her talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we are done. If you decide to open them, I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It is too dangerous. This is about the curse, that's why you are afraid, right? No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. She's almost begging you. I've heard there's a fridge there that I need. Everybody suddenly needs something from there. She waves her hands angrily. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants. To be opened? Mom, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Okay. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You too? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My God, even more reasons to not mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. But okay, I heard that there's supposed to be a goddamn bridge. I don't care, you can stop me, I'll open them. No, she raises her hand to try and stop you. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age, covered in dust, hang before you as if taunting you. Well, she asked me to talk to her, so I'll talk to her first, but I am going to open them.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right? No, she favors onto your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight lip frown. Then she breaks down. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her future will gain nothing. Why didn't you just tell me right away if it's, Okay. How does this curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease eating at the very foundation. Her voice drops to a whisper. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Didn't that curtain just move? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacao demons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Sounds familiar. Does it? Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean? Truly so? Her eyes narrow as she tries to get a read on your energy. Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Semenese mediators. They provided me with the wards. She nods at the strange gauge-like trinket on the curtains. The wards help to keep the tomb at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies future in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Is your pendant part of the ward as well? Point at her necklace. Oh, this? She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the light. No, it's special. Himian amulet. Blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. Well, doesn't seem to work that well. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example, she notes. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. That might be a waste of money, but who am I to know, for sure. Why didn't you just tell me right away it's a curse? It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, she shivers. It's dangerous. Talking about the void raids angers them. Wow, void raids. You have new words. Wow, void raids. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away, leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber. Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley, yeah? Tell her there's a dead body involved, that will make it easier. Alrighty, let's do that. Succession and Inland Empire. Drama. Why drama? Why is drama my option? Seriously, I need to get to the bridge in the cellar. It's a police matter. I have a dead body to take care of. A dead what? Her eyes widen with shock at the mention. Oh my god, a victim of the curse? The curse has started killing people. It's killing now? She grabs her head with both hands. You are right. The curse is worse than ever. That's why you need to let me in there to investigate. You You're right, she's mortified. It's worse than I imagined. We definitely have to contain it now. That didn't work out. This definitely softened her up. I don't think so. I have a few questions about the curse. Nothing more apparently. Well, this will so fail. Okay, smart has parenting advice is a minus. At least on a quest to freeze the body, you're the master of psychic arts. Wow, but doesn't help me much with my trauma being 1. Yep, what a surprise at the failure. Time to fire up the old lie machine. Ma'am, I'm a renowned private investigator, paragon of law, and a specialist in all things criminal. The lieutenant shoots you a sideways glance. And I am his private partner, John Shaw. Together we run the preeminent social surveillance firm in Revanchol. But wait, there's more. Once we're caught our client's spouse in a flagrant delicto, we blackmail them and pocket the money ourselves, because that's what private investigators do. Now I see that you are a married woman. Some penetrating sarcasm from your colleague there. Totally. What nonsense you two going on about? This is not relevant at all. And besides, her lips curls in disgust. My husband would never do such a thing. We are proper people. Alright, enough nonsense. The point is that we sometimes take on unusual cases. How can I believe you after all that foolishness? She looks somewhat irritated. Oh, sincerest apologies, ma'am. No more nonsense. We are offering to assist you with your troubles. Pro bono. Despite his apologies, there's a twinge of amusement in the lieutenant's eye. At least we can have fun. That's right, and all you have to do is to give the key to the back door. Is that what you've been after this whole time? You want the key to the back door? Yes, the key. Can we have it? Absolutely not. Now we have to put a skill point into trauma to open this white check. God damn it. We need a level up so badly. It's so goddamn close. I guess we need to go and talk to some of those people, then we can try to put a drinking point into trauma so that we could at least be slightly better at it. I don't know if some of these things would be useful for me to gain a level up. Gift books and molten candy. Great. I don't know if I want to be looking into this stuff right now. I guess we'll go and goddamn talk to the other people, but it's kind of frustrating. So close to getting to this goddamn place, but then it just fails. But it feels like that's a lot better choice if I can go and use this door to just get there rather than go and break that goddamn curtain. So, alright, let's freaking check here, see what these people are doing over here. Alright, people's in here.
Over here.
Elizabeth, over here, she snaps her fingers. That's the gardener. Hello, Elizabeth.
Let me handle this.
Okay, I'll let you handle this, Elizabeth, says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you. The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you, alright?
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
She smiles scoldly. At least she looked like the gardener, but I guess she's something else. This detective disorientated. Yeah, where you are. Hey, you are the gardener. You're the gardener.
No, I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her arms.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong-arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing, her Claire speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Pierrefont that Isilio mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school? Are you Lizzie Elizabeth Miss Pierrefont? A success not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy, she points to the tall man by the table. You caught her off guard, push her some more, says authority. Isilio told me about you, he likes to talk a lot. You're not here to shut up the legal counsel, you're here to question these men. You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here, establish that. He said you were in debt to Mr. Clare. New skill point, yay, level up. I represent the Union and his men here. She points to the crew around the table. Don't make this personal. A very minor victory. What's your role in all this? Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. She crosses her arms. Do you have hearing problems? What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority in Martinez, you are no one. I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it. Yep, I don't need to say that. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspect. Just dock workers. Listen, you moral Indendrian lackeys. You're a mop enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revanchol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. Titus Hardy. Fuck yeah. The tall, proud-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Ha ha ha. These are very much going into how would one want the world to run, basically, sort of questions. So a little bit different. Ask those questions, eh? I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the Union's plans? Look, a comedian. Her expression stiffens. Do your job. Ask your questions. Then get out of Martinez. Okay, I should talk to Titus then. Leave. This is what I studied law for. Apparently so. I wanna do this. So maybe I can have a chance. Goddamn. Even though I should now talk to Titus. But goddamn, I want that body into a fridge. So let's go and see if we can make it happen, or if we cannot, then we cannot. But I have to at least try one more time now that I up my freaking skill. I shouldn't have given any parental advice. Would have a little bit higher chance, for God's sakes. To be continued with Kida Rusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.